Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is a really kind of quick and simple design. I've already painted these tips white. It's just white. I didn't think anybody would be that bothered to watch me paint white tips. So I did them in advance. I'm coming in with some top coat because we're going to chrome these nails. If I was doing this on a person, I would chrome them twice. By that I mean I would do the top coat, cure the top coat, rub the chrome in, top coat again, cure the top coat, rub more chrome in, and cure top coat again. The reason being is chrome is not hard wearing at all. It comes off so easily that actually by giving it the double layer and that many layers, it means even if you scratch the top layer, you've still got the one underneath. So it just gives that extra protection. Because I'm going to put striping tape on this as well, what I did was when it comes out, I don't top coat over the top of the chrome. What I did was I put the striping tape on next, and then I top coated over the top. I think I am trying to remember what I did. But the reason for doing that is trying to get the... No, I didn't. I put base layer down. Did I put base? Basically, striping tape will not stick on top of top coat because it's a no wipe top coat. It's shiny. There's nothing for it to stick to. And I'm just thinking, did it stick to the chrome powder? Or did I put base coat on? As you can see, I just like to use my finger. Obviously, you know, it's all clean. It's fine. It's my stuff. I'm just trying to think which way I did it. So yeah, I'm going to use some striping tape in a minute, which I just got from, I think that one came from AliExpress, actually. There you go, rub the chrome in, take the dust off. And then let's put some striping tape over the top. Yeah, I think I base coated it. Because I'm just thinking logically that's what I would normally do, because the base coat obviously has a sticky layer, so it will seal in the chrome. Because I only did one layer of chrome on these, not two. Because the thing is, you've got to be careful you're not putting too many layers on and you end up with a really, really thick nail. So when I'm talking about, you know, using layers, I'm talking thin layers here. Sorry, that's a bit pants, isn't it? Not a great explanation whatsoever. Let's see if I can do any better on the stamping. Probably not. This did not go well. So as we know, I've got a new stamper and I'm trying to get the hang of it. The grey gel stamping polish, I don't know why, but it is just really, really temperamental. And it doesn't always stamp well. Now, I kind of like the fact that I got a little bit of a not quite right design. What I did do, which you'll see on the finishing picture, is with the thick lines that don't come out quite right, I actually redid one of them, and I actually used just some of the gel on a brush, the stamping gel on a brush, and I just neatened that bit up just to make that sharper. And I wish I'd done that on the other one as well. So what I've done, I've left this part in real time so you can see how long I'm leaving the gel, because you need to let the gel sit for a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't cure until you put it under a lamp, but with it, you need it to sink into the grooves of the plate. So it's not like polish where you are on more of a time scale. And you don't need to do that. With gel, you do need to let it sit. Now, like I say, the grey, I don't know why, but of all the colours, the grey is the one that is a problem. I am using a stamping plate from Moyra. And I'm trying to read which one it is. It does say at the top there, and I can't read what it actually says the stamping plate is because it's too small. When I'm trying to do voiceover, I'm not going, what? Either way, that is the stamping plate that I'm using, and I'm using Born Pretty stamping gel. So just swipe it both ways and then just leave it be for a little bit. So the next issue I had later on is to do with the striping tape again. So I wanted these to be matte. The problem is I used the velvet matte top coat, and it's got like a little bit of a, it's not a tacky layer, it is a little bit like furry. That's how it kind of feels to me. And the striping tape did not want to stick to it. And I've made that mistake on others actually. So I have two types of matte top coat. I have the velvet and I have a normal matte, and you need to use the normal matte. What I did to counter that was I buffed the tip. So over the top of the top coat, I just went along with my buffer. So just really fine buffer, just to give the striping tape something to stick to. So when I've done a stamp, again, I would normally double top coat. For these, what I did is I matte top coated over the stamping. And then when I've done the striping tape, I come in and I just put some top coat over the top of the striping tape. But I just used some shiny because obviously I didn't want to dull the striping tape. And even to this day, I kind of, it's one of these that I'm like, it stumps me a little bit of how I do that on a person, because I'm not convinced that would hold well enough for your day-to-day jobs. I mean, I saw this kind of design on one that Norca had done, and I mean, they do some beautiful designs, but I'm thinking practicality of it, I'm not sure how you'd make that work on a person. And in you know, the designs that I do, a lot of it is about being able to do this on yourself, on, you know, somebody else, of being able to use the design. So yeah, I think what I would probably do next time is actually put the striping tape on before I top coat it in the matte, and then just add a little bit of the gloss over the top of where the striping tape is, because the matte then and everything, that's all holding it in place and securing it, and then the shiny that you're putting over the top is just to bring back the shine of the striping tape rather than them for the security and holding it down. Hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just finishing the stamping. And then we're going to move on to the striping tape. Yep, so here we are. You're going to watch me fight with the striping tape. Anybody that's watched me for a while, you know that I keep in the highs and lows. You know, my work area is messy. Why? Because I've just been making a mess. You know, I just press record and I just keep going. And yes, I've taken out some of the stamping fails in this because you've watched that enough lately. But this is all in real time. This is watching me do it. And because if you don't ever show the mistakes, one, you never learn from them, and two, nobody else can learn from them. The mistakes are the important part of the learning process of developing your abilities and your skills. If nobody ever fails, then you never win. You never learn to win. The mistakes are important, and I like to show it, even if it's funny the fact I've got more striping tape sticking to myself than I have the tip. Most people will look at that and go, oh my God, I have totally done that. That is such a, why does it not work? What's going on? What's the issue? Now, thankfully, I spotted the fact it was the velvet top coat. So now I can say to you, don't use velvet top coat. Use a different kind. Do it this way. Make it work better. It's important. I think it's important. And from the feedback I get from the people that comment on my videos, you enjoy the fact that I do keep it real and you just get to see the highs and lows. Oh look, my silicone tool's come out. Do I like my silicone tool? Yes, I do. But yeah, now looking back at the video, like I say, I would do it slightly different if I was doing it on a person. Because again, I think it's helpful when you can look back. And I enjoy looking back at my videos. That's the whole reason I started this channel, was to see my development and my progress. I was getting my qualification, and it's very easy to see when you're watching somebody else's video what they're doing, but you never actually watch yourself because you're the one doing it. And so I couldn't see the mistakes that I was making and where I needed the improvement and why things weren't working. Now I've got this visual that I can see what I'm doing and where it's going wrong. And when I voice over, especially if I don't do it straight away, I can look at the video again and go, okay, that didn't quite work. Why didn't it work? What can I do better? And then tell you guys what to do. Hopefully this is making sense. I'm not entirely sure the coffee's kicked in yet this morning. I'm having a really lazy Sunday. You're just going, I am not quite awake yet. But I've got some videos to do. So, yeah, I just need to get these voice-overed, uploaded. Because, I get them voiced over and they're all uploading in the background whilst I go off and do other things, which is great. Yeah, it saves a lot of time. I'm actually going to go do my workout next. I've eaten my breakfast. I'm just waiting for it to settle. Thought I'd come and do some voiceovers, drink me a cup of coffee, and then by the time I've kind of done a couple of these, then I'm ready to go and do my Sunday morning workout. Which I generally do on a Saturday morning, but, we went bowling instead. Oh my God, that was so nice to actually get out and do something. I mean, it still isn't quite normal. Do you know what I mean? Everything is just, you can't do anything that's spontaneous anymore. You have to book everything, and everything just isn't quite the way it was before. But not all of that is a bad thing. Now that I don't have to share a lane right next to somebody else, I quite enjoy and having our own balls. They give you a set of balls, bowling balls, and those are specifically for you and your family. You don't have to share with anybody else, and I actually like this. This isn't a bad thing. Obviously none of us could remember how to bowl, and I did end up with some frustrated children because they got quite a lot of zeros because I refused to put the sides up and made them bowl properly. Yeah, I'm such an evil parent. But I'm like, no, come on, the point is that you need to learn. So, anyway, anybody eagle-eyed will have just spotted the fact I buffed the wrong part of the tip. So no wonder this striping tape doesn't want to stick. Yeah, and in a moment, this goes wrong and I end up doing something completely different on this nail. See, here we go. Look, I'm going to try and pin it down. It's like, nope, that ain't working. Why? Because I buffed the bottom of the tip, not the top part where I'm trying to put the striping tape. You dingbat, Shona. Yeah. Woohoo. I basically left this part of the video in just so you could have a laugh, really. But hey, in a minute, I am going to change the striping tape. I'm going to buff it, and I'm just going to do exactly the same with the top coat and everything. And I'm just doing that on each nail. So I'm going to let you just enjoy the rest of this little fail. It does all come good in the end, which is the most important part. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my little nail play today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.